Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about zero order reaction. Zero order reaction are such reactions in which the rate of the reaction is independent of the concentration. That is, the rate of the reaction will be concentration to the power 0. So the order will be 0. Hence these reactions are known as zero order reactions. So let's take one example. If we have a reactant A which gives product, and at t equal to 0, if the initial concentration is A, which is also equal to C naught, and the product is not required, the rate of the reaction will be K into A to the power 0. Because A to the power 0 is equal to 1, so the rate will be equal to K. And at T equal to T, let's say X moles are dissociated. So the remaining moles of A is A minus X, which we call Ct. So C naught is the initial concentration at T equal to 0, and Ct is the concentration at time T. So the rate of the reaction is minus dA upon dt, that is change in concentration of A per unit time, and that is equal to K into A to the power 0, that is equal to K. This differential equation is known as differential rate law. Now, since the concentration of A is equal to A minus X, or it can also be written as Ct. So substituting here, instead of concentration of A, if we substitute A minus X upon dt equal to K, so this becomes dx upon dt equal to K. So this can be written as dx equal to K dt. Integrating both sides, x can be integrated. See, x is the concentration which has decomposed, so it can vary from 0 to A, and time will vary from 0 to t. So this now becomes x equal to kt. Similarly, if A concentration of A is taken to be Ct, the differential rate equation will become minus dct here. Instead of A, if we put Ct, minus dct upon dt equal to K, that is minus dct equal to K dt. Integrating both sides, so this can be written as dct equal to minus K dt. Ct limit varies from initial concentration C naught to Ct, and the time limit varies from 0 to T. So this now becomes Ct limit 0 to Ct equal to minus K into T. So this is Ct equal to Ct minus C naught equal to minus Kt. That can also be written as Ct equal to C naught minus Kt. So if we write in terms of Ct, the equation for a zero order reaction is Ct equal to C naught minus Kt, and if we write in terms of X, it will be X equal to Kt. This equation Ct equal to C naught minus Kt after integration is also known as integrated rate law. That is also known as integrated rate law. Here the X is concentration consumed and the Ct is the concentration remaining after time t. So if we draw graphical representation for the zero order reaction, so if we plot x versus t, x versus t, we see that x is equal to kt. So comparing it with the straight line equation, that is y equal to mx plus c, the slope will be equal to k and the y-intercept is 0 for this reaction. If we plot Ct versus time t, we have the equation Ct equal to C naught minus Kt. So comparing it with a straight line equation y equal to mx plus c, this Ct graph will start from the y-intercept, that is C naught, and the x-intercept, if we take Ct equal to 0, this time will be equal to C naught Ct equal to 0, this will be C naught upon k. If we plot rate versus time, so the rate was k into a to the power 0, that is equal to k. So it will be a straight line and this y-axis will be equal to k. So this is equal to k for zero order reaction. So if we write, let's find some time taken for complete reaction. So we can write time taken for completion, that is T 100% completion of the reaction. So at 100%, concentration will become equal to 0. So in this equation, Ct equal to C naught minus Kt, this Ct should become equal to 0 and this T will become T 100%, that is C naught upon K. That means in C naught upon K time, the reaction will be 100% complete. Similarly, we can find time taken for 50% completion. So for 50% completion of the reaction, the time will be known as T half. At T half, the Ct will become equal to C naught by 2. So instead of Ct, we can write C naught by 2 equal to C naught minus Kt. So this T is now T half. So this T half will become equal to C naught upon 2K. Also, one more thing we can notice here, that this half-life is proportional to the initial concentration. That means if initial concentration increases, the half-life increases, and if the initial concentration decreases, the half-life decreases. So this is the T 100% and T 50%. Then we can write some examples of zero order reaction. Examples of zero order reaction. Some of the common examples of zero order reaction are generally decomposition of gases on metal surface at high concentration follows zero order kinetics. For example, pH3 gas on the nickel metal surface decomposes to give 2P plus 3H2. Here the rate is equal to K into concentration of pH3 to the power 0. So the order is 0. So this is a zero order reaction. The power here is 0. Second, 2Hi on gold surface to give H2 plus I2. Similarly, NH3 on platinum surface decomposes to give N2 and H2 and Cl2 in presence of sunlight or light gives 2HCl. Here the rate of the reaction is K into concentration of H2 to the power 0, Cl to the power 0. That means it is a zero order reaction. So generally decomposition of metal on the surface, decomposition of gas on the metal surface generally follow a zero order reaction when the concentration of gases is high. So next we can write one example. So the question is, let the decomposition of Cl2O7 into ClO2 gas and O2 gas be a zero order reaction if at a particular time the minus dCl2O7 upon dt equal to 50 mm of Hg per second for the decomposition reaction having initial pressure of Cl2O7 600 mm of Hg. Reaction is given and we have to calculate the rate of production of O2 at t equal to 2 seconds. So that is the question we have to solve. So first of all, if we start with the first part, the minus dCl2O7 upon dt, because it is a zero order reaction, it will be K into Cl2O7 to the power 0. That means it will be equal to K. And this is equal to 50 mm of Hg per second. So K we have already calculated. Now, because the reaction is Cl2O7 giving 2ClO2 plus 3 by 2 O2. So for this reaction, if we find the relationship between dCl2O7 upon dt, and for O2 we can write 1 upon 3 by 2 dO2 upon dt. So that gives dO2 upon dt. Because we have to find the rate of production of O2, so we need to find dO2 upon dt. That is equal to 3 by 2 minus dCl2O7 upon dt. So minus dCl2O7 upon dt we have calculated, that was 50. So this now becomes 3 by 2 into 50, that is equal to 75 mm of Hg per second. Now second part is calculate the T half of the reaction. So to find T half of the reaction, we can just write the formula. T half is equal to C naught upon 2K. Initial concentration, if C naught is there, the initial concentration upon 2K. So in the question itself, the C naught was given. It was 600 mm of Hg. So we can write it as C naught, that is 600 upon 2K. So 2 into 50, that is equal to 6 seconds. If the question was find the T 100%, we can write C naught upon K. That would have been 600 upon 50, that is equal to 12 seconds. So the half-life of the reaction is 6 seconds and 100% completion of the reaction will be 12 seconds. So just we can write zero order reaction get completed in a fixed time. So they do not take infinite time to complete, they will get completed in some time. So that is all for zero order reaction. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe the channel. Bye bye and take care.